Hey everybody, it's David from Red Wagon Dioramas. This is my monthly pickups video where I get to share with you 6 of my favorite figures for the month of August. However, I did not do this video in July because I had ChrisCon, our action figure convention, was the last day of July, so I didn't do the video last month. So I'm going to combine 2 months of pickups into this video. It's going to be a little bit longer than normal. If you guys notice, I'm in a different setting here. I'm down in my basement now because right after ChrisCon, we swapped bedrooms with the kids, so the kids came up and took over the bedroom that I had my setup in previously, and now I'm down in the basement, which is good. It's just everything is in totes right now in boxes and crazy. So, but I do have more space down here. I'll be able to do a better setup down here eventually. But for now, this is kind of my YouTube area right now. Most importantly, I'm dedicating this video to my friend Ryan, who passed away this week. Ryan was a local friend of mine whom I met about 2 years ago during the pandemic through Facebook, through this Star Wars Custom Galaxy Facebook group actually. And we became friends, we hung out occasionally, would help each other with toy hunts. And unfortunately he passed in his sleep this week at only 36 years old, causes unknown, so very tragic. Leaves behind a 4-year-old son and his wife. But Ryan always encouraged me on YouTube. He would always check in and you know, say, hey, great video, man, keep going. So I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna post this video this month. So this is for Ryan, and guys, if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, and if you're new, subscribe. All right, let's get into it. One of my first pickups in July was this beautiful lady, Fiona here. Now this is the crocodile from the Crocmaster set for G.I. Joe Classified, and oh look at that, her tail popped right off. They grow back though, right? Isn't that what reptiles do? Anyway, what a great figure. It's got a, you know, you guys have seen the videos on these, but it's got a wired tail so you can pose that. It's got fully articulated feet and legs. The jaw opens and closes. You got just a lot of articulation. They did a really great job sculpting and engineering this crocodile. She does come with an accessory, which is the Crocmaster figure, and he's great too. He's very true to the old vintage Crocmaster from my childhood. So I'm going to put Crocmaster and Fiona on the list this month. Definitely a really cool action figure set. Great job Hasbro on these ones. Next, another pickup I got this month was the Guerrera Black Series figure. You know, we've been waiting a long time for this figure to be made in the line, and it's a great figure. The head sculpt, the face sculpt, everything looks just like Forrest Whitaker. It looks really good. There's a lot of detail to the figure. It has a real nice presence, you know, just all the detail, all the straps and the hoses and the cape. Really well done. Price point is a little too high still. I'm not down with these new prices, Hasbro. $32, $33 for this at Target, which it's still too much. I did want to complete my Rogue One collection for the shelf, so I had to pick up Saw, and he is a great figure. I just wish the price point was a little bit lower on this guy. Saw Guerrera makes my list this month. Great Black Series figure. Another figure that just came in yesterday, 2 days ago, from Amazon. I was surprised. I didn't see that it had shipped, and this was a figure that my 11-year-old son had really wanted. It's a McFarlane Bane. This is the brand new Bane figure that they just put out, and it's great. It's a great looking figure. You know, I reviewed the Killer Croc figure from McFarlane. I think that must have been back in June. I have the same opinions towards this figure. Basically, the sculpt looks great. The articulation is a little bit lacking. I wish there was more articulation on the elbows, and you know, and especially the legs. I wish there was like a thigh swivel or a boot swivel or something in the figure just to help him pose a little better. He looks great. The sculpt is awesome. The paint is nice. The size of the figure is really good next to the McFarlane Batman, and my son loves him. So I'm going to put him in the list this month. Pretty good figure if you're a Batman fan. All right, next in the list, I'm going to show you my first Action Force figure that I picked up this month. I actually got this guy at ChrisCon from Bobby Vala at the Valaverse booth. Watch my ChrisCon video, you can see everything they had for sale there, but this was one of their newer figures they had. It's the Night Ops Steel Brigade figure. Basically, I went to the table with my son. I said, let's pick out an Action Force figure because we didn't own any, and this is the one that my son thought looked the coolest. He thought it'd be a great figure for just kind of general goons for fighting his Marvel Legends guys. I think it's a nice looking figure. The paint is really good. The engineering's good on these, articulation. Lots of cool accessories and weapon storage. Extra hands. He's got a pistol, a knife, rifle. It's got removable clips. So you can do a lot with these figures. So I'm impressed. This is my first Action Force. It's a really nice figure, and I wanted to include it in the list. Next, I'm going to share with you two other figures that I got at ChrisCon, and I picked up my first Mythic Legions figures. With 4 Horsemen set up at ChrisCon, I wanted to grab a figure at least, and I ended up grabbing 2 just because the prices were really good there. And my son, again, I asked him, what do you want? What do you think is the coolest? And he thought these little goblin guys were the best guys there. So we grabbed the king and the other soldier. And I guess I've been playing with them. They're really fun. They're nice. Yeah, we actually had a QC issue because the cape wasn't punched on one of the red layer of the cape wasn't punched, so I had to do that to fit it into the armor. And then I unfortunately had one piece break on this guy. I had the little tab for the hilt for the knife actually snapped off when I was messing with it, so that kind of surprised me. So I got to be a little more careful with these guys. Anyway, I really like these guys. They had a bunch of this guy comes with an extra head sculpt, and, you know, an unhelmeted head. The weapons are cool. The paint is great. The sculpting is great. These are fun figures. I understand why people are into these. There you go. Some Mythic Legions to add to my collection. You know, some honorable mentions, guys. I did pick up the retro Kenobi figures. I haven't opened those yet. I also picked up the McFarlane Hawkman figure there from the Black Adam movie just because he looked cool. I did get a couple Black Series figures. I got the 5th Brother figure and I got the Mandalorian security droid figure. Probably pick up Reva and Kenobi if I see him. But honestly, I'm going to wait until the prices go down a little bit because it's just 25 bucks is just a little crazy right now. I have no interest in the Vader because it's the same Vader we already had. And I don't need the Figure and Dan and the Modal Nose because I have customs of those guys, so I'm not buying any of those. It's kind of nice. All right, now I can get into some of my favorite pickups this month. First of all, I'm going to start with another G.I. Joe figure. I really love this Spirit figure. So well done. This is Spirit and his Eagle Freedom. Just a perfect, you know, updated version of the classic G.I. Joe figure from the 80s. Comes with the rifle, the pistol, the knife, 2 knives actually. The Eagle has articulated wings. It's got another set of wings that you can snap on there that are closed wings for resting pose. And just a great figure. You can do a lot of fun stuff with this. Again, I'm not trying to collect G.I. Joe, but I keep getting these classified figures that are so well done. The articulation is so nice, and the sculpt and the paint and everything. So they've really been doing a great job. Oh, one other thing, guys, with the Spirit figure, you can see here in the turntable video, I picked up a 3D printed accessory pack at ChrisCon. It was made, designed and printed by Joaquin at Muchas Garcias Design. And it allows you basically to have the original backpack and rifle with, you know, with the arrows from the original Spirit figure, as well as a stand to hold those weapons on and display the Eagle if you don't want the Eagle on Spirit's backpack, you know, on your shelf. So it was kind of a clever thing he did. Allows you to kind of pay homage to, you know, the original retro figure, as well as incorporate the new, you know, the modern figure by Hasbro. So that's what you're looking at there. Pretty cool. Check out his stuff, Mucho Garcias Design. And I did want to compare the Eagle to another Eagle I had. It's not that much bigger. It's a little bit bigger than Wingspan. But this was from a Jumanji jungle animal toy set that I got at Walmart, I think like 2 years ago. And I thought it was interesting just to see how they compare together. But this could easily be paired with Spirit as well. And I think it has a better sculpt in general, because it doesn't have the ball joint for the Eagle's head is at the neck, versus this Eagle's ball joint is right at the base of the skull there. So I think this one looks a little weird. This one looks better. But overall, I mean, great figure. So Spirit and Freedom make my list for this month for sure. Let's see, what else did I pick up this month? All right, here's something a little different. I got into this vehicle line. These vehicles have started hitting retail, Walmart, Target, Amazon, and this is the Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicle line by Jazzwares. I like it. I'm kind of hooked on it. I opened one of the blind boxes. When was that? That was back in June, and got one of the chase figures on my first try. It was crazy. So I started toy hunting for these, and I think I found all of them so far. This is the chase with Jedi Luke and R2. I actually did buy this on Mercari, paid about 60 bucks for it. So that was kind of up there, but I really wanted this one, being that Luke is my favorite character in the line. But I have found the other chase figures. I found the Moff Gideon TIE Fighter. I found the white TIE Fighter. So they're out there, guys. It's a cool line so far. I'm into it. Another favorite item that came in this month was X-Wing Luke, the jumbo figure by Gentle Giant. And I've kind of slowed down on collecting these. I have about 20 of them now, I think, and I'm gonna slow down because they just take up too much space and they're, you know, kind of pricey. So, but I really wanted this X-Wing Luke figure. This has been my favorite vintage Kenner figure since I was a kid. Just always loved to play with him, and found him on eBay, so I was able to grab this guy and Wicket right there behind me from the same seller. So get 2 more to add to my collection, and I really like this. He's a great figure. The Tarkin figure came in from Gentle Giant back there too. He looks pretty cool. It's one of their newer figures they put out. Next, I got some more things from Stan Solo Creations. Stan Solo made that Bantha. They make basically reproduction versions of the original Kenner figures, as well as some new creations that they come up with, brand new sculpts for characters that were never done. I was able to grab a couple things from him this month, and let me show them off. I really like them. First, I was able to grab a carded Ula figure from him. So this is the same Ula figure I had a couple months ago, but he released some carded ones on his site. They might still be available. I don't know. It was only a week or two I got this. The figures I remember as a kid had the Return of the Jedi cards on them. That's kind of my age range. I really like the Jedi card back, and I have something else like that to show you too in a few minutes. But so got Ula on card from Stan Solo. Put her back. I picked up a few other figures. I got Lando. Now this is Stan Solo's, you know, custom creation with the proper movie film colors, you know, as far as the blue cape and the pants. The original Kenner figure had a different color scheme, which I don't have that figure either, but I just like this. I like that it's movie accurate, so that's a fun figure to get. Also picked up the Imperial Gunner figure and the A-Wing pilot figure from Stan Solo. These are his versions, and because these are really expensive figures right now to get, you know, originals, so I don't have those in my collection, and this is a way to kind of fill in that part of the collection right now. Until someday maybe I'll find some originals, but I really like these. Really nicely done, nice tight joints, nicely painted, pretty cool. Also from Stan Solo, I got a cool drink tray for my R2-D2. So this is, it's not 3D printed, it's injection molded, and it is sized to fit right on your vintage R2 figure. Very cool. So just another fun piece I can put with my Jabba display with an extra R2. Favorite item I got from Stan Solo this month is a Boba Fett figure. I did film an unboxing video of this figure, so I may post that later. I don't know, it depends if I get to it or not. But let me just show it to you guys right now. It's the IconIcon Boba Fett figure. Look at this. So this is Stan Solo's own sculpt of Boba Fett. He is going to be releasing Boba Fett from both Empire and Jedi in the different color schemes based on this sculpt. But what's unique is it has the viewfinder, it has the movie accurate jetpack, and the movie accurate blaster. This particular version he put out as an exclusive for the IconIcon online YouTube, I guess you call it convention. Yeah, it's basically an online convention put on by the guys at Retro Blasting and Analog Toys and 2 Cent Toys. There's a bunch of guys involved with it that basically cover pop culture from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And they did that at the end of June. So it's got the IconIcon hexagon logo there. And the color scheme for Boba Fett is from their logo as well. And then it's on a real nice foil face card. And on the back are all the guys that run IconIcon. And Melinda, of course. And yes, I did buy 2. I bought 1 carded and one loose. Oh, I forgot it's got soft goods too for the cape. It's just so sparkly, so shiny, so pretty. Really cool piece. I like it because it's something different. I love the electroplating, the shininess of it. I support the guys at IconIcon. I love what they're doing. So all together, and I support Stan Solo. So this is like a combination of a bunch of different things that I enjoy all together in one little package, and I love it. So great job, Chris, again. Thanks. This is a great piece. Anyway, what a great figure. Really like this thing. This is one of the highlights of the month for me, for sure. All right, let's get to the last figure, my favorite pickup of the month. You guys will like this if you're a Star Wars fan. I picked up my very first carded Kenner figure. Check it out, Gamorrean Guard here. I got this from my local shop, the Emporium. Eric listed it in the morning, and I rushed down there right away and made a deal with him. Just because I love the Gamorrean Guard. Like I said, I love the Jedi card backs. And this is just kind of an iconic figure for me. Never had it as a kid, always wanted it. And I think it's really, really awesome. So Very excited to get this in my collection. I'm not going to go crazy on carded, original Kenner stuff because it's so pricey, but a couple items here and there I think is really nice to get. And yeah, the bubble's yellowed a bit, but he's still intact. The card's in decent shape. Anyway, really love this piece. This is great. This makes my top of the month. Really close though with Stan Solo with that Boba Fett. All right guys, that'll do it for this month. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment below what you think and hit that like button for me. And if you're new, hit subscribe. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. May the Force be with you. Bye.